Hey there, Scorpio. How are you? It's your forest fairy here. Nice to see you again. Scorpio, what's going on with the sleuth of Scorpios this week? Let's take a look. Let's take a look, Scorpio. I am very curious. I am feeling this energy of secrecy, of almost like going quiet. It gives off a very mysterious energy. When a Scorpio goes quiet, it ripples through the energetic fields. It really does. And so I'm curious. And so that's what piques my curiosity, is when I pick up these Scorpio cards, when I pick up the Scorpio deck. And Scorpio's gone quiet because they are in their head. Look at you, Scorpio, 8 of Swords. Why are you in your head, Scorpio? Let's take a look at the crossing energy. This is a very interesting card because this is the Page of Swords. And do you see how he's pointing at that sword, which is upright, which is a thought, which is, and the Ace of Swords for me is Sword of Truth and Clarity. And he's looking in a different direction and saying, is this the truth? Is this what you're talking about? It feels for me, especially with this 8 of Swords, the blinders are on, Scorpio. Do you refuse to look? Are you comfortable in these thoughts of, I can't do that. I can't go anywhere. I can't, whatever the restrictions you're putting on yourself, that's impossible. That won't work out. It's almost like this Page of Swords is going, really? That's your truth, Scorpio? Really? That's it right there? Because that's not what I'm seeing. So I find this very, very interesting. And so far, we've just got nothing but thoughts on the table, Scorpio. Let's see. A Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups, this is the softer side. Scorpio, this is Pisces energy for me. Yes, absolutely. But the Queen, the court cards are... This is the Queen of Water. So this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in the feminine. The feminine energy of the water element. So your higher self is saying, get into that softer side. Get into that empathetic Queen energy. Get into that compassionate Queen energy. Get into that kindness that, Scorpio, sometimes you can bury deep. And so, especially with Scorpio masculines, they can be perceived as more of a King of Swords type of energy, rather than this softer, beautiful, romantic, compassionate, empathetic, psychic energy of the Queen of Cups. Focus and foundation is a happy home with the 4 of Wands. Look at you, Scorpio. Are you putting blinders on to the fact that you're happy at home for some of you? In the recent past, I love this energy. This is Virgo energy. This is the Virgo night of slow and steady wins the race. That you are looking into the future, looking into the sun. You are really taking a look at that coin. It could be for some of you your truth. It could be for others of you a value. It could be an idea. It could be the coin that's going to really, with hard work, lead to the sun in the near future. Scorpio. Why the 7 of Swords, Scorpio? Why the 7 of Swords? What are you sneaking away with? Now, when I take a look at this particular 7 of Swords, today, I'm feeling that what you're sneaking away with are your ideas, your intellectual property, that you are so concerned about. And this little page is going, what? This idea? I've got a million others. You don't need to be all sneaky about it. If there's going to be people that copy or take or whatever your ideas. You got another one, Scorpio. You got another one, Scorpio. You got another one. You can leave a couple behind for that matter, Scorpio. Interesting. How you see yourself is having to take two paths. Do you see the two paths? You have chosen this one, the green, lush path rather than the desert. The desert would be very difficult. But Scorpio is looking at that green, lush path. Now, that doesn't mean that the woods are safe at all. I mean, they always say that the woods are dangerous, right? The old story about the wolf dressing up like Grandma, the Red Riding Hood, right? I live in the woods, and I find it beautiful. So I find this card today very interesting because it's almost like the stories want you to be afraid of the woods. And I'm encouraging you. You've already chosen that or the woods to go, to get back to nature, to really if you're in the city, find a park, find trees, find gardens, find anything that's green and lush. Get outside of the city if you're in the city. But if you live rurally, if you live out in the country, really reconnect with nature. Just saying. How other people see you is the wounded warrior, as having gone through it. Now, I do notice that from the first card out where you are completely blindfolded, now you have one eye open. Interesting. Hope and fear is that slow transitional Six of Swords. That even though behind the walls of the Nine of Wands, as that wounded warrior, you've taken that wand. Do you see the one that you've chosen? You've taken it and you are moving forward. Beautiful. Making plans. Beautiful. Are these the plans that you're not talking about? That you are now putting into action? It could very well be for some of you Scorpios. Oh, Scorpio. Last card out. The Lovers. And you notice in your deck, there's two sets of lovers. There is the light masculine and the dark masculine, or shadow masculine. The light feminine and the shadow feminine. So where are you and how are you integrating both the light and the shadow of each of these energies of both the masculine and feminine within you, and integrating all of them? Because you have a light and shadow masculine in you, and you have a light and shadow feminine in you. And that which you might not see, Scorpio, is the Wheel of Fortune. And that is bringing something I feel is coming to an end. Something is coming to an end, and the wheel is turning. Let's get some clarifiers on this. Let's go deeper, Scorpio. Let's go deeper and clarify. The Eight of Swords for a sleuth of Scorpio. Who again I feel have gone quiet, have gone into their mind. And your higher self is saying, get back into those feels, Scorpio. Get back into it. Let's take a look at the Eight of Swords for my sleuth of Scorpios. Right there. Independence, financial independence with the Nine of Pentacles. Is that what you're worried about, Scorpio? Because whatever money you feel you don't have, you can make. And the Queen of Swords, and this is the contract queen. This is the Queen of Communication. This is the business, the masculine element, and a feminine touch. This is the lady who makes business deals. This is the one who talks logic and information, who has facts and figures. She's an independent energy, an independent soul, and can wrap her mind around too many options for some of you, having too many. For others, you are really restricting. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have financial independence. And so when I see this Seven of Swords right beside this Queen, this is strategic. This is really thinking about where it is your money's going to go, how it's going to grow, in which sector, in which field are you going to invest in, who you're going to invest in. Is it going to be yourself in your own ideas, Scorpio? Is it going to be in your home? Is it going to be with your emotions? We have two queens on the table, the Queen of Swords, and let's go up to the Queen of Cups. Look at there. A brand new beginning with that Ace of Wands. I think it's that wand that you've chosen. And the Four of Cups, and turning your back on that of I'm going to say boredom, of discontent, that of rejection. If you've been rejected before, Scorpio, just know that your Ace of Wands is going to move you forward with independence into this Four of Wands energy. And that's the focus and foundation. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to be patient with divine timing. You have to be patient with this Temperance card. This is really being the alchemist and combining different energies, that of water, which is emotions, and that of fire, which is your passion. And when you combine those two things together, ooh, I'm telling you, Scorpio, and you kind of know this, it creates steam, doesn't it? Yes, and it starts with your own self-love. We have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands on the table. That your Queen of Swords, your Queen of Swords is logically tying up the mind for some of you about what it is that you might not want to feel. This is the Ace of Cups that in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck is being handed to you, and you're pouting. It's that pouting sort of energy of, no, I don't want that. It didn't work in that cup. It didn't work in that relationship. It didn't work in the past. So why am I going to accept another cup? Ooh, I don't want to. I think you're turning your back on that energy. I think you are rediscovering your passion, your fire. And now we have the Ace of Cups, so your emotions, you're feeling it and being patient with this Sagittarius energy. You could have Sagittarius in your chart. With this Sagittarius energy, you are really being patient with rediscovering who you are, your love, your passion, and you're taking the steps forward towards that sun. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. We have another forward, another stability card, and moving us into the Seven, taking steps, making plans, strategy. How am I going to? What steps am I going to take moving forward into my independence is what the recent past is talking about. Am I holding on to some ideas, to some feelings, to some experiences that I need to turn my back on and keep moving forward? That's what I'm hearing with that. So let's go. It's moving us right into the future with the Seven of Swords. Nine of Cups, beautiful. This is keeping your emotional independence and the work that you've done. 9 + 1 = 10. You've got financial independence and emotional independence and a wish fulfillment. You're keeping it secret. This is very, as I said at the very beginning, I'm feeling Scorpios kind of going quiet here because you are waking, you're going through the waking up process. And this is forgiveness as well. Forgiving yourself first. Forgiving yourself for limiting your ideas and your mind, your potential, limiting it, and forgiving yourself for doing so. This is a waking up. This is an enlightening card. This is you finally coming out of that illusion, that slumber. Beautiful. And it's through self-love. It's through that Ace of Cups and the passion of the Ace of Wands. Now, you've chosen that wand, as your higher self says. You've chosen that wand. And it's right there. Clarified by the 10, and it's right there. That wand starts with the Ace, goes to the 10 of Cups. You are choosing to walk the path of love, Scorpio. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. And there's that Knight of Pentacles. Step by step by step. You are seeing the illusions that your own mind might have been telling you, that you were holding on to, for some of you. That has really left you in this state of a wounded warrior. That's how other people see you. And it's clarified by the juggler. It's clarified by the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is really finding balance and success with the Six of Wands. Now, I think when you find your balance, when you really put into practice that which you've learned, when you step away after being, like, because this is this guy, this knight, the Nine of Wands, and I almost said this Knight of Pentacles. So when we have it twice on the table, you are that Knight of Pentacles. You've been through it, Scorpio. I'm not going to diminish what you Scorpios have been through, what you Pluto Scorpios have been through and are preparing. If you've gone through your Saturn return, that is the first Saturn return. Just wait for the next 30 years. Which path are you taking? If it's that of love, it's going to be absolutely beautiful by the time you reach your second Saturn return. And a lot of you Scorpios out there, you are approaching or going through your second Saturn return. That's between the ages of 58, 59, right? And with that, you are seeing the successes you have already had from 0 to 29 and then from 30 to 50. Let's say 8 and 9. What does that mean to you? What successes are you not seeing? What are you have you sort of put aside, lied to yourself that it's not important, it's no good, I'm not where I wanted to be, I'm not where I should be? You are exactly where you are to be before making the next steps, before making that choice of what path you're going to take. And here you are. Your hope and or fear is right there with the Six of Swords. You have made the plans. You are now taking action to make that slow transition. Yeah, where did I see? I didn't. Interesting. I thought I had the Ten of Swords, but you are moving away from the endings, from the backstabbing, from that into equal give and take. Beautiful. And success in that equal give and take. Success in balancing out that between you and every person you deal with, whether it be a family member, a friendship, whether it be a coworker, whether it be a loving relationship. As we go into the lovers, there's no more taking the backstabbing, the mind prisons, the lying to yourself and accepting lies of others. There's no more of that for Scorpio. And this is also, I have to remind you, this is the choice. And what choice is Scorpio making? The choice to move forward. Right there, Six of Swords, which we have right here. And the lovers. You are choosing, for some of you, you have found your lover, and you are choosing that love. No more lying to yourself that you'll never find that lover. No more lying to yourself. Or for some of you, you've already found your lover, and this is making plans secretly. I mean, you don't need to put it on all the social medias. If you've really found someone that you truly treasure, that you truly love, you're just moving forward with them. And the Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is half of the 10. I have to say that. But the Five of Pentacles is being left out in the cold. Is feeling that of loss. And when you have that feeling of loss, it means that you're coming to the acceptance that things are changing. And for you fixed signs, that's you were in Taurus season, which is your opposition astrologically. For Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius, sometimes change can be difficult. For the mutable signs and even the cardinal signs, it can be like a cardinal will just start something new with the gusto of doing so. Do they finish it? That's where their difficulties come into play. Where the mutables, They're willing to do anything and try anything and go anywhere. But do they have the stability? No, this is where the fixed signs really have the stability, right? The never give up. That's why this Knight of Pentacles is that never give up energy. Just keep on going. That every day, 6th house, keep on going. Virgo energy. Even though Virgo's the mutable earth, they keep on going. It's kind of fixed for me. It feels like an energy of fixed. But that's where Taurus comes into play, right? And so this 5 of Pentacles, clarifying that Wheel of Fortune, is that with every loss, at the bottom of the wheel is always turning. And so you will come back on top, Scorpio. You will. Let's get some angel numbers on this. 47 is the first one I see, and then 547. So let's do 47 first. 47. The angels of manifestation are helping you align your energy and thoughts. And we started off with the 8 of Swords with what is going to be the most service to you. 547 is the next one I see. 547. The angels are working on the prayers and intentions you have sent them. Know that the future is never set in stone. Absolutely. And you'll be led towards what is of best service to you and the world. Beautiful. I see 9. Let's go to 99 and then 996. 99. You are having an enlightened moment with the Judgment card. Absolutely. Take note of all that is coming through to you at this time. 996 at the very back here. 996. Waves of inspiration and love are moving through you and emerging from you now, Scorpio. That's what this 10 of Cups is all about. Share your gifts with the world in order, to experience grace. Oh, that's a good one, Scorpio. I see 610 and 610 twice. Let's do 610. Now, any numbers that you see on my table, Scorpio, that I do not read aloud, those are personal messages for you. Get your book and take a look. If you do not have an Angel Numbers book, go to the description box below, click on link, and grab yourself a book for all future reads. Your energy, 610, is being aligned with God's and your soul's purpose, Scorpio. Know it. You are doing the right thing and following the right path. Good to know. Last one, 26. I see 26 flanking that poor old wounded warrior there. 26. It's important for you to be in the company of people who lift your spirit. Step back from anyone who is making you feel small or feel like this poor guy here. Stay with those people who lift your spirit, Scorpio. That's what you need. And that's what I see for you this week. And I'm sure I'll see you again. Take care from your Forest Fairy. Bye for now.